Welcome to Bite at a Time Books Behind the Story, where we answer the questions you have about your favorite classic authors. What inspired your favorite author to write their novels? What was going on in the world at the time? Follow along with us as we tell you what was happening in the world while your favorite authors wrote your favorite classics. My name is Bree Carlile, and I love to read, and wanted to share my passion with listeners like you. If you want to know what's coming next and vote on upcoming books, sign up for our newsletter at biteatatimebooks.com. Be sure to follow my show on your favorite podcast platform so you get all the new episodes. You can find most of our links in the show notes, but also our website biteatatimebooks.com includes all of the links for our show, including to our Patreon to support the show and YouTube where we have special behind the narration of the episodes. We're part of the Bite at a Time Books Productions Network. If you'd also like to hear a book by the author, check out the Bite at a Time Books podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Today we'll be talking about Bath and Marlow. On their return to England in September, Mary and Percy moved, with Claire Claremont, who took lodgings nearby, to Bath, where they hoped to keep Claire's pregnancy secret. At Colony, Mary Godwin had received 2 letters from her half-sister, Fanny Imlay, who alluded to her unhappy life. On October 9th, Fanny wrote an alarming letter from Bristol that sent Percy Shelley racing off to search for her without success. On the morning of October 10th, Fanny Imlay was found dead in a room at Swansea Inn, along with a suicide note and a laudanum bottle. On December 10th, Percy Shelley's wife Harriet was discovered drowned in the Serpentine, a lake in Hyde Park, London. Both suicides were hushed up. Harriet's family obstructed Percy Shelley's efforts, fully supported by Mary Godwin, to assume custody of his 2 children by Harriet. His lawyers advised him to improve his case by marrying, so he and Mary, who was pregnant again, married on December 30th, 1816, at St. Mildred's Church, Bread Street, London. Mr. and Mrs. Godwin were present, and the marriage ended the family rift. Claire Claremont gave birth to a baby girl on January 13th, at first called Alba, later Allegra. In March of that year, the Chancery Court ruled Percy Shelley morally unfit to assume custody of his children, and later placed them with a clergyman's family. Also in March, the Shelleys moved with Claire and Alba to Albion House at Marlow, Buckinghamshire, a large damp building on the River Thames. There, Mary Shelley gave birth to her 3rd child, Clara, on September 2nd. At Marlow, they entertained their new friends, Marianne and Leigh Hunt, worked hard at their writing, and often discussed politics. Early in the summer of 1817, Mary Shelley finished Frankenstein, which was published anonymously in January 1818. Reviewers and readers assumed that Percy Shelley was the author, since the book was published with his preface and dedicated to his political hero, William Godwin. At Marlow, Mary edited the joint journal of the group's 1814 continental journey, adding material written in Switzerland in 1816, along with Percy's poem Mont Blanc. The result was the history of a 6 weeks tour published in November 1817. That autumn, Percy Shelley often lived away from home in London to evade creditors. The threat of a debtor's prison, combined with their ill health and fears of losing custody of their children, contributed to the couple's decision to leave England for Italy on March 12, 1818, taking Claire Claremont and Alba with them. They had no intention of returning. Thank you for joining Bite at a Time Books Behind the Story today, while we answered some of the questions you have about one of your favorite classic authors. Again, my name is Bree Carlile, and I hope you come back next time when we answer more questions about one of your favorite classic authors. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter at biteatatimebooks.com. Check out the show notes or our website biteatatimebooks.com for the links for our show.